It's your boy, football time. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Madden 26, Nintendo Switch 2 gameplay. Man, oh man, this is exciting because when was the last Madden game for Nintendo? I probably was not even born the last one. It has to. Nah, it couldn't have been the early 2000s because I don't remember. I'm not sure, but I'm excited to see, what was downgraded, what was kept, just all that. So, yeah, I'm just ready to hop into it. Shout out to Eric Ray Weather once again. My favorite dude, though. Let's jump right into this. Let's go.
Let's take a look at some Madden 26 gameplay on the Nintendo Switch 2. This is the first time a Madden game has been on a Nintendo console in over 10 years. I believe the last one it was on was the Wii U, and that might have been
Oh, it was on the Wii
2012.
U?
Correct me if I'm wrong. So it's been a long time coming. And I wanted to make sure to
damn,
get you
I was
guys
in
an
middle
in-depth
school.
gameplay on the Switch 2 and also just give you my thoughts on it because it does play differently than the PS5 and Xbox Series X versions. Now,
Yeah,
first
for
off, I'll
obvious
say that
reasons.
visually, I don't think it looks too much worse. Obviously, with the Nintendo system, sometimes it's not going to be, exactly a one-to-one to the Sony and Microsoft consoles. And it's also a hybrid console because a lot of people use it for the handheld aspect of it or the mobile aspect of it. So it is going to be a little different than playing it on Sony or Microsoft. But visually, I think it looks pretty darn close. Whereas
I
like
was
back
about
in
to
the
say,
day, I
it
remember
looks
when
a
Madden would be
lot,
on the Wii
like a
versus the other
lot
consoles at
better
the time, you could tell graphically it was just
than
not
I
up to
was
par. But
thinking.
this is pretty close. The main places you'll see it is some of the little details like hair or textures. You could tell that it's not quite the same, but overall, I mean, it's close enough in my opinion. But the area where it definitely does lack, in my opinion, is the gameplay because it definitely does not run at 60 frames per second. And look, I'm not an expert when it comes to this type of stuff. I don't know if it's just at 30 for the entire game. I don't know if it kind of fluctuates. It might be one of those things where it fluctuates. But I swear, for me, I mean, at times it almost feels like it's going 20 frames per second. And maybe that's just because I'm used to playing on an Xbox all these years. I haven't played a Nintendo console in a long time. I didn't play the first Switch.
So, more than likely, it's locked to 30. There are some games that fluctuate, but I will probably guess that it is locked to 30. But the reason why you're feeling that oh, it's going down even lower than that is because you're used to 60. When you're used to like a 60 and above refresh rate for a game, when you go back down to 30, it just feels like off to a lot of people. You know what I mean? Me personally, I'm not a frame rate type of guy. I'm more so on the visuals. So it's a lot of games that I will lock to 30. Even if my hardware can exceed that by over 100 frames, just so I can get the quality. I mean, my favorite game of all time, Uncharted, A Thief's End, ran 30 on the base PlayStation 4. And it was a excellent experience. And I think that's something that nowadays a lot of people they're just chasing that number instead of a lot of times a lock 30 or a lock 60 that doesn't go down for flush rates or nothing like that is way better than a 100 or 300 plus experience that dips down to the hundreds or dips down to the 90s every now and then. I would take a lock refresh rate over something that is not constant. That's just me personally. That's how I always been. So yeah, that's probably why he's feeling it though.
I just got the Switch 2 and I didn't have time to even play it yet because I've just been too busy. But I want to check out some of the actual Nintendo games for the
But it
Switch
looks
2. But in terms of
really,
a sports game, I
really
mean, I haven't
good.
played any of the ones that came out originally on the other Switch. So this feels very drastically different for me. If you're used to playing on a PlayStation 5 or Xbox, this is going to feel a lot worse. Now, if you don't play on those consoles and you only play on the Switch, maybe for you, that's not going to be as big of an issue. But I think for a sports game, especially a game like football, having that higher FPS really matters a lot for your input, changing direction. You really can feel a little bit of a delay, and you see it a lot. Like I said, you could see it in transitions and stuff like that, or when it goes from the play call screen to the on field, you could see that there's like that little bit of a hiccup with transitions or screen swipes and stuff like that. But you feel that same thing when you're trying to change direction on the field. But at times, what's weird is at times I will say the running in this game, at times it feels kind of smooth. It's like weird because it's completely contradicting everything else I've said so far. But I guess when you're not feeling the lag as much, like there are instances where you don't feel it completely, and the running actually feels really smooth in those moments, but it just doesn't really last. It's very hit or miss from play to play. Like there's a play or two here or there, you might even see it in this video, where I'm able to change direction almost too quickly, even quicker than I can on my Xbox, but that's very rare that happens. Most of the time I feel like I'm kind of being delayed a little bit, and it just feels a little choppy. Now again, I don't know if this is just something that you kind of have to be used to with the Switch, because like I said, I'm not an expert on this. I haven't played the first one. This is my first time playing the second one. I don't know if, other Nintendo games I'm sure feel fine on the Switch. Madden, to me, it doesn't feel good on the Switch. Now, if you're just a Switch player and you're not someone that plays PlayStation or Xbox, you're just Switch and that's it. You stick to Nintendo. You want something portable to bring with you, and you can play it on the dock at home on your TV or a monitor if you want to. If that's the only system you have and you have not touched a Madden game on console in a long time, then this will probably be okay for you, because you haven't played, a higher FPS Madden. You haven't played modern Madden in a while. If this is your first time, since the last time it's been on Nintendo, I'm sure for you it'll be fine. It won't be that big of a deal. But if you're someone that does play on regular consoles like a PlayStation 5, Xbox, and you want to get a Switch because you want a handheld, I just don't know if I could recommend playing Madden on this, because I think it's just drastically different than playing on a PlayStation or Xbox. Also, for me, something I was struggling with, you might see a couple crazy passes throughout this video, but the buttons were really throwing me off. And I don't know if you could remap the controller. I didn't look into it, but it's got the exact same buttons as an Xbox, like the letter buttons, but they're all in different spots. So I was struggling. I had to actually record this gameplay a few different times, because the first couple games I played, I was just throwing really crazy passes because I was trying to see where the buttons were, but my muscle memory just tells me that the Y button's in a certain spot, the X button's in a certain spot, because I've been playing Xbox for like 15 years now. So I would
it is
hit the wrong
something that
button on
you
the
do have to
controller.
get
And again,
used
maybe you
to.
can remap it.
But
I'm sure there's probably a way to. I just didn't look into it. So that was kind of a struggle
I
for me.
think
But
it
that's
probably
just a
is
personal
in the, like,
issue.
settings.
And also another thing I kind of noticed on the Switch, which I didn't notice when playing on Xbox, is it felt like the commentary at times was quite a bit behind the play. So it's just kind of weird, man. Like I said, if you're only someone that plays handheld.
So I want to speak on that. Where, because of how much stuff is shown on the screen, I bet you the reason why the commentary is like delayed is for power saving. So you remember how we didn't used to have refs on the field? As you can see right now, there's no refs on the field, and they was like to save memory. Well, a lot of people was like, "Oh, that's bullshit. This game could do." It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I probably miscount, but look how many people is on this field. Look at all this behind them. And they all have to be in sync with each other. So, to save on power, the commentary is like drawn back. And plus, a lot of people that play Madden like turn off the commentary. Like it's a small, slim few people like us. Like I'm one of them that like really loves to hear the commentary and stuff like that. But for a majority of people, they just turn off the commentary completely. So they would never see or hear this issue. But I'm glad he's bringing it up.
You might be fine with this, but if you're used to playing Madden on a Xbox or PlayStation, I just don't know that I could recommend it. It just feels really choppy to me, and that's just my personal opinion. It just feels like it's not smooth enough, and a sports game, in my opinion, really needs that, because you need to feel like you're in control. And even at times on an Xbox or a PlayStation, they have moments where, because of certain animations, you feel like you don't have total control, but now you slow that down on the Switch, and that whole game kind of feels like that at times. So Just wanted to get a gameplay out for you so you could see. I'll let you listen to the commentary for the rest of this, but just wanted to make sure that you guys had some footage to look at and some opinions, kind of like a review on the game, because it is, to me, drastically different than Madden that you're probably
Yeah,
used
and
to
if you
have
came
played
in
on a
expecting
PlayStation or
it not to
Xbox. So
be
just wanted
drastically
you guys to
different,
know that
that's
if you
on
maybe were
you.
on the fence about potentially getting it on a Switch.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And they get this down to the 28. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now.
It's not too bad of a delay.
It's a design boot. The Jets get there and bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans. Trying again, following the set. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big
You could definitely hear a bit of delay with this.
They go to him again. And he's going to find the end zone this time. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Gibson now to return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. The Jets headed out on offense late in this first half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fields throwing here. That's caught. He finds Alan Lazard.
Exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
From the gun, it's Hall.
Yeah, this is definitely, like, from the capture, it's not that bad, but obviously the feel in your hand and stuff like that is quite different from what you actually can see. But I would say this, there's obviously a delay in the commentary and even like the sound effects of like people getting hit. But then again, look how good the game looks. Like, I was not expecting the game to look this good. It's not that far off from the PlayStation and Xbox. That's, man, oh man, that's crazy to get this level of quality. But yeah, you can definitely tell things are very delayed and very slowed down, and you can really see that when it does a swipe animation. So if you guys did not know, the swipe animations that you see are very CPU intensive. If you have used OBS or any of those to like record videos like I am, and like you downloaded a new animation pack or something like that, you will see at the corner where it says like CPU, like you're recording and stuff, you will see that your CPU spike goes like through the roof for like that little bit of a second. It goes through the roof, and sometimes you will see a little drop frames or a little bit of lag, and it's because all the CPU cores are turned on like this. Instead of normally you can turn on 1 or 2 or 3 CPU cores. When it's an animation like that happening, all the CPU cores are turned on, or as many as Nintendo allows for. And so it gets really, really choppy. It looks really, really choppy and really, really intensive.
From the 47. They left him wide open. It's complete. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. From the red
Oh,
zone
free
now.
rusher. He's down.
The Texans close it in, and they will
Boy,
get
Will
him.
Anderson.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a
10.5. The kick is up. Is
Needless able to knock
automatic.
it through. And that gets him back to within 11.
And with the
Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it
Do
first to
Houston
begin
and the
third.
Jets play each other for real
They
in real
played
life this
lights
year?
out on offense. Scored their first
I
two
haven't
times
checked
out,
the
Brock. A chance to go
Houston
3 for 3 and grow that
schedule
lead
or the
here.
Jets. Ugh. Can't believe I'm even saying that. Oh, you can definitely
First
see
and 10, around to mix
it went below 30 right there. Like 28, 29 maybe.
First down, Stroud. Throw right side, Dell has it. Throwing on
Got
the
him.
ball.
Dot him up. Ooh.
Connects downfield.
Damn. Nah, that change of direction though. That looks smooth with Tank Dell.
The Texans grow the lead.
That might be the smoothest I've seen.
Tank Dell with a touchdown.
That change of direction was crazy.
Well, Brock, that
Look at this
was
right
a
here.
little too tough to stick to.
Got
Turns
him.
out it was
Look at
a
this change of direction right here.
touchdown on that play.
It was like that, boom, gone.
some high risk at times, but big time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time.
They start the half with a give to Hall. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Third down and ooh. Force a punt. It's still so cool to see this on
Operating from the
Nintendo
gun,
though.
it's Stroud. Dell's got it near the sideline. Things Aaron Glenn's way. The call on the field is going to stand. A handoff for Mixon, running right.
Got Mason again trying to bounce it outside. Cannot.
And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down. This offense looking to
Got third and
convert as
long
they come
right
up
here.
on
Let's
third
see.
down.
Let's see what CJ got. Oh, got free run. God damn!
Stroud. Finds him
Did
over
y'all see what that offensive lineman did to my Look at this. Get your ass down, bruh. That's Quentin Williams too. He literally hit with man, get your ass down, boy. Sit down. You heard what your mama
drive, but
said.
it could stall out here. We've got third and 4.
Like, damn. Oh.
Maybe Fairbairn out there now to try and field
He
goal
had
for the
no
Texans on
option
this
right
fourth
there.
down.
It happened way
This
too
42
fast.
yards
Got a
for the
field
lead.
goal, 42-yarder is automatic.
And that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate.
I got 45 seconds left. Slapping. All right, one timeout.
Out of the shotgun, Fields.
A little quick out, trying to get out of bounds. Cannot. Going to have to use that last timeout. Over the middle is picked off by Gardner Johnson. Wait, he played for Houston now?
So it's a win for the
Damn.
Texans. And it was a maestro of a
Okay,
performance
24-3 Houston.
one field goal.
Okay. Yeah, I pretty much already gave my thoughts and opinions about this and let you guys know on some little insight if you're not like big into how things work and stuff like that and why certain things lag and this and that. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this one. I absolutely was very much surprised of the quality, like how it looks and everything. Super surprised. So yeah, shout out to EA and Nintendo for this one right here. That's gonna do it for me, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. Love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.